South Africa has the highest GBV percentages probably in
Mm-hmm.
the world.
Mm.
And a lot of those is caused by women who are having to stay in situations because they don't have their own financial agency
Mm.
or financial power, that they can't afford to live
Yeah.
without this person's money. So they stay even though they're in an abusive relationship. They stay, do you know what I'm saying? Even
Yeah.
though the situation is emotionally or physically, however, you know what I'm saying? I think having your own money, you get an opportunity to experience like real love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You're not
true.
dating for money, you're dating for love. And I think that that's something. I have a daughter, and that's something I want her to have.
Awujulile
Yeah.
indlala
Every
kahle kahle.
woman, every daughter, like even whoever's wife you are, even if your husband is rich, what, have your own money. The more you're a good steward of money, the more money you will get to look after.
Mm.
So stewardship is a biblical principle around, if God gave you an ice cream with one step, ne?
Yeah.
And you eat that ice cream when I eat
Yeah, yeah.
but it falls all over the place. Do you think God is going to add another scoop?
No, 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 no.
So when you look after something, even if you earn 1,000 rand, if you use it well,
Wisely.
you will have more, you will be given more to look after.
Actually, God is testing you that
Yes.
are you
yes,
able
if
to
you can
handle
do
this amount of money?
Yeah.
But if you spend it recklessly, be like,
I'm not going to give you more.
when you buy clothes, please don't buy them on credit.
Yes.
Buy them on cash.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, furniture is understandable,
Yes.
but clothes, you cannot
And
go in
if you
store.
can, if you do credit, try and pay it off as fast as possible, because the issue with credit is the interest. And the longer the term
Yeah.
is, the more interest you're going to pay. So if you're going to pay it, if they give you 12 months, try and pay it off in 6, because that means you're paying off less. Because I
Yes.
know there are things that are big that you can't avoid, but you buy them on credit. So if you are in that situation, at least try, if the term is 12 months, try and pay it off in 6, because
Yeah.
now you've paid less interest. The issue is the interest that they charge you.
Oh yeah, what up, good people? It is a boy, the Black AG, once again. Mr. It is what it is, if you know what to know, man. This is Donning Experience with the Black AG. But today we're going to have a different guest, and she's zero strong. But we have Ziphezinhle Msimango in studio. She's a mother of 2, and by the way, again, she's a journalist. Welcome.
Good morning. Good morning.
Is
My
it
name
morning?
is Ziphezinhle. It's afternoon. Is it afternoon?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah. My name is Ziphezinhle
Ziphezinhle.
Msimango. And I
Msimango.
used to be a journalist.
Okay.
Now I'm multiple things. One of them is a financial peace advocate. Yeah. I am a single mother of 2, which is important for what I am. I'm a financial peace advocate, which means I think financial peace matters. I'll talk about that.
Look, did you say it is important for what you are? What do you mean when you say that?
Because when you're a single mom,
Yeah.
money matters to you.
Oh, okay. Now it makes sense. But before we just go further, can you just please tell us a bit about yourself and your background?
Cool. So I did used to be a journalist. Many, many years ago, I started a journalism career. I was writing for publications like Sunday Times. I also then did a bit of magazine journalism, which means I work for True Love. I wrote like all kinds of stories. So literally, I'm a communicator in who I am, right?
Wow, okay.
So I wrote lifestyle stories for the Sunday Times. At the True Love magazine, I wrote features like around celebrities and all of that.
Yeah.
But as in my personal life, I developed a keen interest in financial education and financial literacy, basically.
Okay.
And it wasn't because I wanted to. It's because I found myself in a situation where I became a single mom. You don't plan for that. I'm a single mother of 2.
There's no manual for that.
Suddenly, I'm working. I've got this one income stream. Things were tight. And then I was like, why am I struggling like this with money? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then that led me down the path of exploring the space of financial literacy and education.
Yes.
The thing that led me basically to becoming what I say is a financial peace advocate is that I wanted financial peace. And I felt like when I looked at people around me, a lot of people struggle. Most people struggle with money management, right? And I was like, how can we have financial peace? The first thing I learned is that financial peace starts with actually understanding that having financial education is like driving money with a license. So most of us, we drive money without a license.
Yeah, true. That's true.
So I still work.
Yeah.
I'm in the marketing space, but I'm also very passionate around this advocacy around financial education. So in my personal capacity, I have a YouTube channel that is called the Financial Peace YouTube, Ziphezinhle GP, where basically I post content around financial education and discuss financial issues specifically for people who are looking for financial peace. Yeah.
Okay, then I want to know, and obviously the viewers do want to know, like the shift from journalism into financial education. How was it?
It's not a shift because essentially what I'm saying to you is that I'm a communicator.
Yeah.
And I communicate whatever the message is that I'm supposed to communicate.
Okay.
Yeah. In marketing, you're communicating marketing messages. But in addition to that, I'm actually communicating financial education. So essentially my gift, Mina, personally, is communication. What I communicate can shift, right?
Wow,
in my workspace, I'm communicating marketing. But in my personal capacity, personally with my business and things that I'm interested in, it's financial literacy and financial education. Yeah.
Then I just want to know, you mentioned Sunday Times, right? Then I just want to know, how did you get in that space or in Sunday Times as a journalist? Because there are a lot of people who have studied journalism right there and they're watching you, but now they don't have any dots to connect to get where they want to be. Understand? It means achieving their goals. How did you get there?
So essentially, I studied journalism, but to actually get my foot in the door there, you actually have to be forceful. You have to foster for things to happen. So what I did, there was an advert in one of the newspapers. It was an internship program. You had to write an essay on your opinion about something. I forgot what we had to write about. So I had to write 500-word essay submitted. I wrote the hell out of it. I thought it was good. And then from there, I was selected to be an intern at the Sunday Times. That's how I started.
Wow, okay.
And then from the internship, it turned into something permanent. But had I not had the courage to actually submit my essay and actually put effort behind it, I would not have had my foot in the door, essentially. So you have to be active in terms of actively seeking, going after the thing that is in your heart.
Actually, it was an essay, but not a normal essay.
Yeah, it was an essay, but a short one. So you had to share an opinion.
Yeah.
And then they chose chose from the best out of those to say, we'd like to come and interview you. And then you show up at the interview and you just become the best version of yourself at that interview.
Then moving right along, I heard you mentioning that you wrote stories about few celebrities. Which celebrities did you write about that had a taboo story?
I wasn't an entertainment journalist.
Okay.
Yeah. I wasn't an entertainment journalist, so it was more of a lifestyle journalism.
So, but there's no celebrity that you've written about?
No, I have written, but I mean, that's not really for me what lights me up. Yeah.
Okay. Moving right along, I just want you to take us through your financial company. What is it all about?
So essentially, it's not a financial company. It's around financial education and driving, just using media, like new media, to drive information for people because it actually changes lives.
Yeah, true.
Financial information will change your life and the decisions that you make. And it will not only change your life, it will change your family's life. It changes communities.
Yeah,
so
true.
I use my YouTube channel, which is called Ziphezinhle GP, the home of financial peace lovers, as a route to deliver this education. In future, yes, it will probably iterate into other things because there are things that I'm going to share there, like my budgeting forms that people can download. So having a place to get resources to help you with financial planning and financial expertise, basically. Yeah.
Okay, then, according to you and according to your knowledge, for someone who's watching and they don't know what is financial planning, understand, and what do you do in financial planning, can you just take us through that?
Firstly, it's what is financial education and why does it matter?
Yes.
So I'll go back to the fact that everyone who earns money, whichever way they earn it, if they don't have financial education or financial literacy, they're actually driving money without a license. So it's actually, you have to imagine if you could drive without a license.
True.
but we're allowed to drive money without a license. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, true. Yeah.
So essentially, that's the first bit to understand. So
Okay.
I didn't learn this. So everything that I talk about is things that I wish somebody had told me many years ago,
Okay.
because that information would have changed the decisions that I made.
It made it financially.
Yes, at any point that you start, it matters, but the earlier you start, the better.
Okay.
Yeah. So firstly, financial education is like a license that you get for anyone who has money or has money coming into their life. Yeah.
Okay. So moving right along, I heard you mentioning the 10 rules of finances. Like, we want to know, like, take us through these 10 rules.
Yeah. So these tell
because I want to.
Yeah. Now
I'm so
you're
keen
interested
to know because I want to change my financial life somehow.
Okay,
Yes.
cool. I'm so excited. So basically, the 10 rules are something that I created. Like it's like guidelines that I created that are like it's like your first step to getting your license, your financial education license. Yes, if you want to get deeper into it, you will have to take in more information. But this is like just a highlight of these. It's like the learners.
Okay.
The learners before you get into the car. So there are these rules, and I'm going to take you through some of them and I'll unpack them for you.
Okay, no
then
problem.
Where you don't understand, you must tell me.
Yeah, we're going to,
The first rule I've already unpacked, that not being financially educated is like driving without a license.
True.
I've unpacked it. I think it's clear.
Yeah, it's clear. True.
Do you have your license?
I would say I'm still on the learners.
Okay. That's the first rule of money.
Yeah.
Don't drive money without a financial education license, right? That's the first rule.
Yeah.
The second rule is never stop growing your financial education, because what happens is that once you start to grow, it's like the more expertise you get in an area, the world changes, information changes. Remember when Bitcoin was nothing, people were like, it's a scam.
True.
Remember?
True, that one, yes.
But actually, Bitcoin is actually now SARS is taking it seriously. They actually want people to declare their dividends or their income that they've made from investing in Bitcoin.
And I think even Forex. I've seen something with Forex now, like they're charging you for making money in Forex.
Yes. Remember, SARS will charge you for any capital growth or earnings that you have from your investments. They are now doing that with Bitcoin, which is new. Many years ago, you wouldn't have known that we would be in a situation like that. So that is new education that we are now having to learn. There are other things that will come probably that people are investing in that we will need to grow in terms of educating ourselves around.
Because I feel like most young people, I feel like most of them, they have the license of finances because now they no longer care more about the 9 to 5 money, but now they're into your Bitcoin, they're into your Forex and all that, just to build more wealth for the generation.
Yeah, and I support exploring new avenues as long as you do your research.
Yeah, true. Thoroughly research.
And do so that you invest or explore safely.
Yeah, true.
I'm not into this thing of saying, oh no, everything is a scam. Go do your own research. Don't listen to people, do your own research.
Yeah, true.
So the world is changing. It's exciting. We've got access to so much information. Like this phone, Google, do your research. Then you can actually access interesting opportunities as long as you're comfortable that the things that you've seen, you'd be able to take part in it. I won't stop you, but do your research. Make sure that you're exploring safely.
You know, when you say this, there's this gentleman, he's called Mr. $1. He was like, the phone is the equipment now to actually to make money. It depends on how you use the phone and what you use it for.
Exactly.
So it's what you're saying right now also. You're confirming it to me right now. Wow.
So, I mean, the world is constantly changing. So what I'm saying is even your financial education will need to elevate and grow as the world changes. And new things are available to us.
Move with time. That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then that is another rule. The next rule is money is a tool. It is not evil. Money is a tool. It's not evil. So people are afraid to talk about money. They think wanting money is bad.
Yeah, true.
Money reveals who you are. Money is a tool. It's not evil. It's just how you use money. For me, money is an avenue that I can actually take my child to school. I can put food on the table. I can help other people who may not be in a financial position that I'm in. So for me, it's great if I have money. For South Africa, if as a single mom, I am financially well off, it's actually great for the country. Even when you are financially well off, it's great for the country.
Yeah, true.
Because it's less weight on the government system.
Yeah, on the government
So
and
if we are
on the unemployment
financially
rate,
well off, all of us, it actually is great. So I think, I don't know what it is that I think it's over time people think that money is evil. And then that perception, so you actually feel bad when you say, I love money. So I constantly say, I love money and I love the things I'm able to do with
the
that
money.
Yeah.
Actually making sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So money is a tool. You choose how you do. I choose to, and I want to do even more good with money. Money is a tool. Okay. Then money is a seed. This one is important. It must be planted and start planting it early. You know how an apple has a seed in the middle?
Yeah.
Your money that you get from wherever is like the apple outside, but the seed inside, you're not supposed to eat it with the apple.
Yeah, true.
You need to plant it so that it
may
grows.
grow other apples again. So same applies with the money. It means you have to plant the money so it may grow other money. It means you're investing.
Yes.
Wow.
So that's the whole concept. But most of us, we don't know that, right? That you don't eat all of your salary. Some of it you must plant so that it can actually work for you. My mentor was like, the key thing of money, money's job is also to get out there and make other money.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So you put your money to work, not only yourself. So when you see that money as a seed, then you start to think around you. Once you see that money is a seed, you now think, where could I plant it?
Actually, in other terms, it's understanding the value of money.
Yes. Suddenly, when you understand it's a seed, you start to engage with the fact of, how can I plant this seed? Yeah.
Wow.
There are many ways that we can do it, but that's not, I'm just highlighting the rule.
Yeah, the rules. I understand. The 10 rules.
Yeah. And then the next rule is that financial peace, it starts with a budget. A budget is something you do every month.
Yeah.
A budget is simply a thing that tells your money where to go so that you don't wonder where it went.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because when you say this, because you have mentioned about the society, that most people, they become broke, and they become broke is because they don't know where they spend the money to. It means they don't have any budget. Understand? It means when month comes, they just spend so reckless, then after 2 days they'll be like, I'm so broke. What happened?
Yes.
There was no budget, my guy.
I can go back to 3 months ago and tell you what happened with my money, because I go back to my budget sheet from 3 months ago.
So you draw up a budget sheet? Ooh. Okay, that makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? I literally have one day every month on the 13th, I do my budget for the month.
Actually, you remind me of a book that I'm currently reading.
Yeah.
Psychology of Money.
Yeah.
So there's something that was said there about money that actually, they drop a two scenario about two people, the person who has money and the person who's being underpaid, and the one overspending and the one understanding and knowing the value of money. So it means when you have money, you have to minimize the way you spend it. It means that things that are not important that you cannot spend on, and that things that are important, then you leave some for the future. Wow.
Yeah. There's a picture that I sent. I don't know if I was able to show it properly on the screen.
Okay.
Of somebody who buys a pair of sneakers. After 10 years, the sneakers are for 2,000 Rand.
Yes.
The sneakers are tattered and old and broken. And then somebody who buys a cow for 3,000 Rand. And after 10 years, they've now got 20 cows because that cow has actually grown.
Yes.
Yeah.
It has grown and created more cows.
Yes.
I was having this conversation with one of my friends. I was like, I'm earning right now. I'm doing 9 to 5. But as much as I'm earning, I'm sacrificing some of the money. It means I'm depriving myself to have nice things like your clothes, your food, going out and all that, just to save money and achieve the goal that I want to achieve, which is it will create more money for me in the future. Wow.
That takes me to my next rule. Know the difference between an asset and a liability.
Oh, God.
Literally. And an asset puts money in your pocket.
Yeah.
A liability takes money out of your pocket.
Yeah, true.
So every time you look at something, I'm not saying don't spend on sneakers.
Yeah.
But spend after you've invested
in an asset. And look what you'll benefit from it.
Yes. So essentially, when I spend money on these sneakers, they're cute, ne?
Yeah.
But that money is finished. It's not putting money in my pocket. So what is it? It's not an asset, it's a liability. But if I go and buy a dividend stock, which is a stock that the company pays out every few months or on their determined basis in terms of earnings to you, that is an asset because I'm buying this share, but this share is going to make me money from the earnings that the company will pay out. Am I making sense?
Yeah, you're making sense, most definitely.
So know the difference between an asset and a liability. An asset puts money in your pocket. A liability takes money out of your pocket. Yeah.
Because,
a car that is yours,
yeah,
that you drive is a liability.
It's a liability.
A car that you rent out is actually an asset because it's putting money in your pocket. So just knowing the definition will help you understand what things around you in your life are.
Yeah, because I remember telling someone, I was like, my current car, it's not my car. They're like, what do you mean? I was like, I'm using it for my hustle. So this car, it is the one that's bringing money to me. Understand? So I don't take it as my car. I don't take it as my car.
It's an asset.
Wow. Now
but
it makes
a car
sense.
that I purely use for my personal
use, it's a liability.
Yeah.
Because obviously it
costs me. I have to service it. I have to put petrol. I have to get it washed. It's purely a liability.
Yeah.
But I'm saying the reason why I'm trying to play different scenarios is that it's not clear cut. The important thing is to know the definition of an asset and know the definition of a liability.
Yes.
So that when you buy a thing, you can see it's not that I don't own liabilities, I do, but I'm knowingly buying a liability.
Thank you. And you have restrictions in terms of buying liabilities and assets.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That initially just changes how you approach your buying decision.
I'm learning. Today I'm learning. I don't know about you at home.
And I don't even have enough knowledge. I'm so excited about this area because it changes all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's another rule. And then for me, as a single mom, a woman must always have her own money.
But does it go to a single mom these days?
Hey?
I feel like every woman, dispute you being a single mom, I feel like what you're saying, a woman has to have their own money. Actually, I was having this conversation right now in the morning. I was like, I was telling my little sister that dude, you have the opportunity, create your own wealth. Because, hey, guys, you can't be trusted.
I hear you. And I agree. I think because for me, I like the fact that I can do things when I want to do them. I can buy the things that I want to do, and I can leave situations that are not good for me.
Yeah.
South Africa has the highest GBV percentages probably in the world. And a lot of those is caused by women who are having to stay in situations because they don't have their own financial agency or financial power, that they can't afford to live without this person's money. So they stay even though they're in an abusive relationship. They stay, do you know what I'm saying? Even though the situation is emotionally or physically, however, you know what I'm saying? I think having your own money, you get an opportunity to experience real love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you're not dating for money, you're dating for love. And I think that that's something. I have a daughter, and that's something I want her to have. Every woman, every daughter, even whoever's wife you are, even if your husband is rich, what, have your own money. Have your own money.
Because you don't know what the future holds for you.
And I love flowers in relationships. I love being spoiled. Yeah, right? But that's an extra that you can do for me. Yeah. We all do. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not reliant on you for my food, my basics. Do you know what I'm saying? You can do whatever you want for me. It's okay. But I should be able to take care of business.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I know it's controversial.
Wow.
I know it's controversial about my girlfriend allowance. I'm not saying no to girlfriend allowance.
No, but no. Like what you're telling is the honest truth. Understand? Be dependent. Understand? Like zmele understand? Stop depending on somebody else because you don't know what the future holds for you. That person might turn their back against you.
Exactly.
Or maybe they can get retrenched at work, or anything can happen. Understand? Then where are you left?
Yep.
You have no money.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. And as women, the other thing is that we've got a lot of responsibilities, eh? We look after homes, we look after a lot of people. So we can't be in situations where we're not able to do certain things for our kids, our homes, you know? Anyway, I'm very passionate also about that space. But anyway, the next two ones are great that I'm done. Two rules. The
Okay.
last one, second last one. The more you're a good steward of money, the more money you will get to look after. So stewardship is a biblical principle around if God gave you an ice cream with one step, ne?
Yeah.
And you eat that ice cream when
Yeah,
but it falls all over the place. Do you think God is going to add another scoop?
No.
So when you look after something, even if you earn 1,000 rand, if you use it well,
Wisely.
you will have more, you will be given more to look after.
Actually, God is testing
Yes.
you that are you
yes.
able
If
to
you handle
handle this amount of money?
Yeah.
But if you spend it recklessly, be like,
I'm not going to give you more.
I can't give you another job or promotion.
I blew it.
Yeah, blow it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God.
And their issue is not, I feel for them because their issue is not that a lot of people do that because they don't have financial education
Yeah.
and don't know financial principles. So they're unable to handle. It's a lot of money for them they can't handle it. It's a lot. That's why it's like
Like
I
it's too
blew
much
it.
for them. Like they can't handle it.
Yeah, I blew it. No matter how much it is, they spend it. They finish it. They
And
finish
I've
it.
ever
They
seen
should
this.
actually give you counseling to teach you what to do.
Actually, I think Lotto, like they used to do
I
it
hope so.
when you win. So I feel I don't know, but people are like, correct me if I'm wrong. But I think that most people they dodge the counseling. It's like it's my money. It's like, okay, even buying a car. What they do, I think your MFC, what I know, they give you a documentation on email that if you want any counseling about the vehicle finance and everything, since you have bought the vehicle, you are free to call and go consult the bank, then they'll make a plan for you to take you through the steps of counseling, understand? So you may understand what you're getting yourself into. Yes.
Yeah, so this rule is around, if you look, it's like anything that you don't look after, you lose. It's your health. If you don't look after your body, you lose your health. Money is the same.
That is true. If you don't look after it, you lose your wealth.
Yes. And then the last one, always share financial education. It changes lives. So whatever you learn, tell your friend. That information, you don't know, this person might be getting a raise next year. Whatever they do, it might change how they behave around their money.
Yeah.
You're not changing their life only, you're changing their families' lives, their communities. Because as we share information,
And the
it
future
changes
generation.
all of us. So share it.
You know, I
Share
feel
it.
like the pandemic that happened 2020, it was a lesson if you are wise enough to see. Understand?
Yes.
Because there was a lesson to those that guys save for rainy days. Understand? Because you will be stopped at work, there's no salary, then what's next? And I told one of my cousins, like previously, like, dude, you started working right now. I'm happy for you. Awuna mntwana, usahlala ekhaya. Understand? Do me a favor. How about you put 1,000 or 1.5 aside every month, and you will thank me at the end of the year that, oh, I have so much
I
amount of
think
money.
I don't. No. You've got your license. You don't have a lenders because that's an emergency fund.
Yes.
An emergency fund ideally has 3 to 6 months of expenses.
Yes.
It's money that you put away for emergencies.
Yes.
It stops you from when you have a car tire issue going for credit.
Service issue. Actually, it's what I do actually. Every time I was like, let me just
You've
take
got your
this,
license.
put it aside. I know when I go do my car whatsoever, I just buy things in cash.
Yeah.
There's my late pastor once said, guys, let me just tell you, okay, let me teach you something. When you buy clothes, please don't buy them on credit.
Yes.
Buy them on cash.
Yeah.
Okay, furniture is understandable, but clothes, you cannot
and
go
if you
store.
can, if you do credit, try and pay it off as fast as possible because the issue with credit is the interest. And the longer the term is, the more interest you're going to pay. So if you're going to pay it, if they give you 12 months, try and pay it off in 6 because that means you're paying off less. Because I know there are things that are big that you can't avoid, but you buy them on credit. So if you are in that situation, at least try, if the term is 12 months, try and pay it off in 6 because now you've paid less interest. The issue is the interest that they charge you. Yeah. You've got your license.
Okay.
Those are my rules.
You know, this conversation, it's so nice.
Yeah.
But before we just close, since you have these rules, and these rules, honestly, like, trust you me, guys, these are real rules and they're true because let me just 80% of them, I'm using them in my life already. But now, you know, coming to our society, when you tell people such rules, the feeling to you making yourself better, or you're trying to be Miss Know It All. How do they react towards it?
Yeah.
Hey, Dawning Experience is sponsored by Dreamstream. If you'd like to support us directly and gain ad-free version of our episodes, click on the link below.
For me, I always talk about my story as a single mom. I didn't
Yes.
learn financial education because I wanted to. I was forced to. I was living paycheck to paycheck. It's stressful. Like, it's stressful. You can't do that. So for me, I just share the fact that it's something that you don't learn because you want to be better. It's something that you learn because you get in a situation where you are in financial stress. And when you're financially stressed, you're not a good parent, especially for the parents, because you're like stressed. Umntwana maye ufuna isicathulo sesitolo, uyamthethisa, because you're like, where's that money gonna come from? You know what I'm saying? So actually, like, I explained that where I am and how I take it seriously is not because I want to, it's because I have to. So to become the best of me, I must manage my money well. It helps everyone.
You know, there's a clip that once helped me also. It's by Thabo Touch, who was giving some financial education in what's this? Capitec.
Yeah.
So is that something that people didn't understand, or most up to date about understand? That what's the point of working for a company getting paycheck to paycheck, but they call you, go to you the best employer of the year, but you're still getting 0.01% of what they make annually.
Yes.
I was like, wow.
Yeah.
He was like, if you're smart enough, the savings that you're offering in the company or whatever you're doing, if you're passionate enough, go out, go offer it outside and open your own and create more wealth through it. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
This is deep.
I have big respect for Thabo Touch because he lived extravagantly for a long time, bought many cars. He recently came out, he's like, it was stupid to have that many cars. I didn't need it. Anyway, do you know what I'm saying? Like personal use cars. He was like, it really is. I honor that because we all make mistakes. We get financially on the straight and narrow because we've made mistakes.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Because before we close, one of the persons that I go to is Prophet SS Ngobeni. It was like, guys, as soon as you get the money that you're praying for or the world, you'll find out good to know, man. It's just like anything. Like there's no use to buy the car that I used to envy previous. It's like when you are matured enough, you will see the necessity of having this and not having this.
Yeah. When you've worked for the money, you're gonna use it well though. Like because you don't wake up and have R1 million. If it was easy money, then it's easy go. But anyway, that's a topic for another day. I hope I'll be invited back to talk about that.
Honestly, she has to come back in studio. But that was Dawning Experience with the Black AG. We have Ziphezinhle here in studio, and I've learned a lot. I don't know about you at home, but if you want to learn a lot, follow her YouTube channel.
Yes, and it's going to be posted, the link in the comments of this video.
Okay, thank you so much. As for now, guys, do me a favor. Subscribe, like, share, and comment, and stand a chance to win a bottle of Destiny wine. Danko is thank you.
Thank you.